At the end of the last episode, I finished the mortaring for my shower pan. It's had plenty of time to dry since then, and I'm feeling really happy with how it turned out. It seems nice and strong. So the next step is putting the tile in. And I'm feeling pretty excited about this step because everything up until now has just been laying the foundation for what my shower is going to eventually look like. And now I'm going to get to see its final form starting to take shape. I just finished laying out the full-size tile pieces on the floor of the shower, and this is my first chance to see what it's going to look like when it's done, and I think it's going to look pretty good. I'm starting to get excited about the final product. The next step is marking and cutting the odd-sized tile pieces on the electric tile saw that I bought. This project has taken a lot longer than I was expecting, and at this point I've pretty much run out of whatever natural motivation that I had to complete it. I kind of feel like I'm running on fumes, and it really reminds me that one of the reasons I can accomplish things like this is because no matter how I feel, I can just somehow convince myself to do it. I feel 100% confident that the fact that I have this skill, basically just the skill to be persistent no matter what my emotional state is the sole most important reason that I've been able to have anything like success in life. I mean, I have my skills for sure, but I don't feel like I'm particularly spectacular at anything except putting my head down and ramming into a problem until it submits. Which makes me think a lot about the relationship between, let's say, my own humanity and the physical universe. Pretty much everything that I end up choosing to do is because I want some emotional outcome, or I want some feeling. That's how I'm wired. And as far as I can tell, the physical universe doesn't work like that at all. It just faithfully adheres to a very strict set of principles like friction and gravity. So here I am, an emotional being trying to accomplish outcomes in a physical universe that, as far as I can tell, it's not so much that it cares about my emotions or doesn't care about my emotions. Instead, it has no relationship with my emotions at all. My emotional relationship with the universe is really one way. I have emotional reactions to it, and it just is. And I've really struggled with that for most of my life. I mean, I'm pretty embarrassed to admit that I can get pretty angry when the physical universe doesn't cooperate with me. I've often had the feeling like it's out to get me, which of course, in my calm moments like now, seems ridiculous. But, you know, I get there sometimes. I feel extremely grateful to be able to spend as much time out in the woods and in nature as I am, because it's teaching me at a much more embodied level that way of being that I've had, where I was hoping to have a two-way emotional relationship with the universe, is not possible. That it's not out there to support me emotionally and not out there to get me emotionally. It just is. And it's becoming a lot easier to just rest in that truth. At this point, the tile for the bathroom has been cut, fit, and secured in place. And while I can definitely say that I would not hire me to professionally install bathroom tile, I'm still really pleased with how it's turned out. It's going to be perfect fit for this place. The next step is to grout it, seal it, and then this portion of the project will be done. It took more than a month's worth of work, but my pour test today showed me that my shower pan is a total success. The sloping is right, the water runs right down the drain, there's no standing water, there doesn't appear to be any leaking, so it really is kind of a miracle that I got all this right on the first try. And I keep thinking how out here I run into forces of nature that aren't that difficult to understand conceptually. I mean, in this case, I'm just dealing with the fluid dynamics of water and gravity, but their complexity isn't what makes them powerful. It's just the complete insistence that water will always flow the same direction and in the same way no matter what. And in order to be able to control it, it can take a whole lot of effort and planning. But I got it done, and I'm feeling really good about it. And I'm gonna be moving on to the next phase, which is building up the shower walls and then attaching a kitchen countertop and a kitchen sink to that to complete my bathroom and kitchen set. And while this last piece of the project, building the shower pan, was probably the most work, this next piece is the one that I really have never had a clear plan on. So I will begin to fumble my way towards a solution to that in the next video.